Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA, in our main event for today's proceedings. Who will start with a bang? Will it be the Meralco Bulls with table? It will be the Northport Batang Pierre, who struggled.
And on the other hand, you have this starting lineup with Raymond Almazan, Mac Bello, a much younger group of big guys.
Quinto, but when you're coming off a really long layoff, how quickly do you really get yourself back in your own shape? As Robert for the first time, first player off the bench for Coach Pido Carencio, replacing Sidney Onubere. Good interior passing there, leading to a basket.
And who is this kid? This kid is going to be great in the PBA, and then he gets hurt.
Yeah.
He tears his ACL. Size differential you could see right away. Wow, nice pass.
Defense caught napping there, and Sidney Onubere doing everything and anything he can to give him that extra edge in the competition.
Well, all of those things are eventually going to pay off. They are already paying off for him, because Reynel Hugnatan makes it.
Alain takes a three, goes inside to Hugnatan. Reynel against Facundo. Hugnatan with a turnaround. Great solid defense coming from the young gun.
Nice pass.
But Meralco,
they would bite on that fake.
again, Meralco goes back to Hugnatan. Another nice pass inside. Flip arch or something like that. Again, it's a ball out to Maliksi. That ball was tapped. Hugnatan with a nice pass inside to Hodge. Emergency pass to Maliksi. Fakes a three. Dribbles it closer. Hugnatan open for three. That will not work. Hodge grabs the offensive rebound. Maliksi, the short jumper's money. So getting a basket. Now they'll just focus on straight up defense, allowing Maliksi some points. They lead 18-9 at the end of the first quarter of action.
Believes na ito na yung team that can finally get them to the top. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that. Of course, while he was away, he developed a three-point shot, so we might see some of that in this conference.
Robert Bolick getting the call this time around. Cliff Hodge hoping that he will
just, for the next 2 or 3 minutes, take over.
And I think that is why getting Alvin Pasaol was important for them, because he could be that guy.
Very well.
With the chest of Mac Bello. Oh, that's a nice pass. Raymar Jose finds a way to score, kissing it off the glass.
That's great hustle there by Raymar Jose going for the offensive
rebound. Gorgeous spin move coming from
Meralco.
Bolick uses the screen. Robert Bolick attacks and scores off the glass.
That was a best shot selection there for Sean Anthony. He was trying to draw the foul.
And those are the first 2 points. The 3x3 circuit. As that floater will work for Jeric Balanza.
For this team, and I've been a little bit hard on Northport in this first half so far, but we do have to give them
on the glass at least.
Yes, he has. Now, with that shot by Robert Bullock, we all know that those are shots that he would normally make, but where Pasaol decided to just kind of shift a little bit.
You cannot go under a screen. If
watching Northport, but of course you see the scoring so far. Like you said, Alain Maliksi, 8 points. You would think it was more of the key right here. It's just that they're all putting me down.
So he did not force you into it, or nothing like that?
No, I don't know why.
Our third quarter of action. Again, this is our third game for today. Our first game, the Alaska Aces picked up a victory. Forward pass to Bello against Onubere. Mac Bello goes for the quick spin move. Strong move coming from Bello.
That's what I'm
As Northport completes a stop. Bolick. Uh-oh!
There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Here in this possession. Look at this one more time. Bolick sends it up. Malonzo sends it home.
I tell you, this is going to be very exciting to watch. That's going to be exciting to watch. We're going to see, again, we're going to see a lot of these types of fast break alley-oop dunks between these two.
And that highlight will lead us into
dedicated Robert Bullock is.
Yes,
just on point.
That move, Robert Bolick. And again, welcome back to the PBA. You were definitely missed as Mac Bello scores one. Register on singleplay.com and download the app. That's an N1 opportunity, a late challenge coming from Bolick.
And the other thing that's really important is these teams can they have a lot more time to grow together.
That's a triple coming from Kevin Ferrer. Perfect. Team comes for Newsome. Aaron Black goes to Bello. Someone's open. Almazan runs into trouble. Bello fakes the pass. That short stab is good.
Black Bello is
Up by the defense of Raymond Almazan. Sharp bounce pass. Bello with the N1 opportunity.
so really invested a lot of time into, you know, whether it was their own strength conditioning coaches, because you know, understanding that Kevin Ferrer knocks down a three-point shot, but just under PBA players' workouts, even guys that were injured, you know, so PBA bubble.
Because we were ready to start back in April.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Well, that's a nice move coming from 60 to 41 in favor of the Meralco Bolts. By those changes as well.
Yeah, it's very evident. It's evident, you know, their routine. And then when you've trained and you're getting ready for a competition, all of a sudden it all gets put on by Northport in hopes of using it to try to climb back into this ball game.
Oh, that's just all effort. Coming from Cliff Hodge. Forward pass. Drops it to Quinto, who does not force the issue. Alain Maliksi pulls the trigger. That's good.
That's what this guy can do.
2 moves. The Meralco Bolts look like serious contenders here in the Philippines.
Well, because now they have the size. This first game here.
Bello hesitated. Travis Jackson will not. And he is a specialist. He is a shooter.
That's our first two that were part of Phoenix that were his teammates. They have nothing but great things to say about Captain Puebla. It's amazing.
And then, of course, right now, you expected it to be a little bit better coming from Northport.
Well, I did. I was actually looking forward to watching Northport being too harsh here. It just looks like there's a few guys that are on the same page, but then there's other guys that are not necessarily on the same page for whatever reason that may be.
Will be a huge advantage for them, especially at the start of the competitions, as you see Mac Bello. Total turnaround coming from the Meralco Bolts starting in the third quarter. They look like a different team out there as Mac Bello continues to make it rain. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers, so all around just amazing performance coming from Mac Bello as Alpasa.
Inebra.
Speaking of San Miguel and Junmar Fajardo, guess who will be the second assignment for the Meralco Bolts? Without him.
Because you still have someone like Moala Tautua that's there. So yeah, very, very dangerous.
Competition to allow them to make it to the semifinals.
And this is what I'm looking at right now is a very, very solid team. This is a very solid and deep team that Coach Norman has put together.
And that will be the end of it. 85 to 63 is your final score. The first game day of the 2021 Honda PBA Philippine Cup is